Greetings everyone, my name is Mashuk Rabbani and this is Survive Audiobook. How to survive anything anywhere. Page 101. How to survive a snake bite. Not all snakes are poisonous, and even poisonous snakes don't always inject venom into a victim when they bite. However, always assume a snake is poisonous just in case. Self-treatment. It's of utmost importance that you seek medical help immediately if you are bitten by a snake, even if you don't yet feel unwell. If you can't, remain calm. Panicking will increase your heart rate, and this will help the venom spread throughout the body faster. Take the following precautions. If you have been bitten on your arm or hand, remove your watch, as your hand or wrist might swell up and your watch could become painfully stuck. Remove any other pieces of tight clothing that are near the bite. Dress the wound with a bandage that fits snugly but not too tightly. You want to restrict the flow of blood slightly to the bitten area but not cut off the blood supply altogether. If you're with another member of your expedition party, get them to wash your bite with soap and water. Lie down flat so that the area of your body that was bitten is not higher than your heart. This will slow down the speed at which venom travels to this vital part of your body. Ask your friend to tie a splint to the affected limb. This will restrict its movement and help prevent the venom from spreading around the body. Do's and don'ts of snake bites. Don't copy what you see in the movies. The hero usually cuts across their buddy's snake bite with a knife and sucks out the poison. Don't do this. You might make yourself sick, and cutting the flesh around the bite might help the venom to spread and could cause infection. Do get to a hospital as fast as you can, even if you don't immediately feel unwell. It is essential that you get medical treatment as quickly as possible. If the bite starts to swell up and changes color, it means the snake that bit you was probably poisonous. Do make a note of the exact time of the bite and of the size and appearance of the snake. This information will help the doctors who treat the bite. If possible, telephone the hospital with these details before you get there. That way, they can have the correct treatment ready when you arrive. If confronted by a snake, stay calm and try and move slowly out of the snake's range. A snake will usually strike if it feels threatened, so don't do anything that might make it feel this way. Done? Next chapter. How to avoid lightning strikes. You are walking to the shops on a sunny day and suddenly the sky darkens and a thunderstorm is unleashed. Follow this essential advice to stay safe. As soon as you see a flash of lightning, start counting. Count how many seconds it is before you hear the thunder. Say the word elephant between each number you count will help you be more accurate. Take the number of seconds and divide it by 3. This gives you a very approximate indication of how many kilometers away from you the storm is. If thunder follows the lightning by less than 20 seconds, then you are near the center of the storm and it is time to act. Avoid sheds, open-top cars, trees, flat poles, or mobile communication masts. If possible, get inside a large enclosed building. Once inside, stay away from the telephone, water taps, and electrical appliances such as the TV or computer. These items act as conductors and the lightning's electric charge can travel through them. If you touch a conductor that has been struck by lightning, the electric current produced will then flow into you, so stay well away from them. If you can't get safely inside and are in an exposed area such as a field or beach, here's what to do. Remove any metal objects such as watches, rings, or necklaces and throw them away from you. These too can act as conductors. Kneel down, placing your fingers, knees, and toes on the ground. Bend your head low to the ground and wait for the storm to pass. End of chapter. Next chapter. How to escape a capsizing ship. Even the most sophisticated ships can be prone to peril at sea, especially in the North Atlantic where icebergs and rife and stormy waves can be huge. A big enough wave can cause even large ships to capsize, making them tip over and crash into the sea. If you're ever lucky enough to find yourself in such danger and the captain of the ship gives the order, abandon ship, follow these instructions to maximize your chances of survival at sea. Put on your life jacket. A life jacket will keep you afloat in the water without any effort. This will save your body's energy, which can be used to keep you warm instead. Try and cover up as much of your bare skin as possible before you put on your life jacket. This will help keep you warmer for longer If you don't have a life jacket, all is not lost. Your clothes will fill up the pockets of air, which will help to keep you floating and also stop you from freezing. Calmly move to the ship's assembly point. The assembly point is an area of the ship where passengers must gather in an emergency. You should be shown this area when you board a ship, but if you are not, always ask to see where the area is. Do not push or run when moving to an assembly point. This will only increase the panic levels and possibly cause injury among your fellow passengers. Wait for the life rafts to be released. Wait for your turn to descend. You will be hooked to a lifeline which descends over the open sea to the raft. Don't be tempted to jump into the sea without waiting for the lifeline. You might get swept away. Row, row, row. Once everyone is in the life rafts, the lines holding them to the ship will be cut. Everyone on board will need to row as hard as they can to get away from the ship. Remember, until you are clear, the ship could capsize on top of you at any moment or suck you under the water. No life rafts. If there are no life rafts, throw something that will float into the water so that you can use it as a point to aim towards when you jump. If your life jacket is inflatable, wait until you leave the ship to inflate it, as you could cause yourself serious injury when you hit the water. Float for your life. If you are stranded in the sea waiting for the rescue boats to arrive, you will need to keep your energy up by using the floating survival techniques. Floating survival technique number 1. Stop swimming and let yourself float upright in the water. Take a deep breath in and put your face in the water. Bring your arms up in front of you, but don't lift them out of the water. Close your eyes and relax in this position, holding your breath for as long as you can comfortably. When you need to breathe again, lift your head up out of the water, kick your legs as you breathe out, keep you floating. Take a few shallow breaths, smaller breaths, and then repeat steps 2 and 3. Swim as far away from the ship as possible and steer clear of any oil that might be leaking from the boat. This might catch fire. Swim slowly to keep your energy levels up. Done. Next, how to survive an earthquake. The great majority of earthquakes are very slight, but the stronger earthquakes can cause enormous damage. If you are indoors, turn off all gas and fire-related equipment. Take cover until a strong table and hold on to it. Alternatively, stand in a doorway. Keep clear of glass, fireplaces, heavy furniture, and appliances. Stay put until the shaking stops and is safe to move. If you're outside, get out into the open. Stay away from buildings, trees, power lines, high walls, and rocks. If you're in a car, stay in the vehicle. Ask the driver to keep the car away from traffic, bridges, overpasses, and tunnels, trees, lamps, posts, power lines, and road signs, and to stop the car where it seems safe. 4. After the shaking has stopped, check for injured people and make sure they are as comfortable as they can be. Check for hazards, fire, water leakages, damaged structures. Turn off the power supplies if a gas leak is suspected or electrical wiring is damaged. Only use the telephone for emergencies and keep listening to the radio. Expert aftershocks and even tidal waves. The Richter scale measures an earthquake strength. Richter scale of 1 to 3, generally not felt but recorded on seismographs, a piece of equipment that measures the motions of the ground. 3 to 4, felt but damage very rare. 4 to 5, widely felt, some local damage, not significant. 5 to 6, damage to poorly constructed buildings. 6 to 7, destructive, a fair amount of damage. 7 to 8, major serious damage over large areas. 8 to 9, great widespread destruction and loss of life. 9 plus, rare, causes great destruction over huge areas. And done. Thank you.